basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the fastest man in the world?
That's very simple. It's Usain Bolt. He is the fastest runner on the planet, setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on our Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
It's time for Sports Now on your most exciting breakfast show, the Morning Impact Show here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM, Monday today, the second day in the month of December, year 2024. Brand new edition of the show to start off this working week and, of course, the month of December. Many thanks to you, and you have for always been a part of our world, giving you all of the updates and reaction from the past weekend in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. Taking stories from the English Premier League, the German Bundesliga, the Clasico, the match between Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich at the Signal Iduna Park, or the continuous slump of Barca, what went wrong with Hansi Flick and his boys, who has now stopped flicking through all of the games. We knew that this thing was not going to last for a long time, but of course, the high-level football, the gegenpressing, and everything Hansi Flick has promised us has shown us the bright side. We hope that he's able to turn things around very soon. Don't forget, at the point in time, the players were also putting their former manager, that's known as Xavi, under the bus, saying all sorts of things. We hope that this time around they are going to be able to back Hansi Flick to the very last. Don't forget that Real Madrid are just 1 point behind them. Just after La Palmas are also able to grab a part of the promo that Barca have been sharing, even with the return of Lamine Yamal. 1 point behind Barcelona is Real Madrid, who still have a game in hand. Talk about the English Premier League, guys. Should we crown Liverpool already after 15 matches? And never has it happened that a team with this point gap after the number of matches will go on to relinquish the league title. Yes, Mohamed Salah are firing across all cylinders, left, right, and center as we speak. Even some Manchester City fans are still believing that Pep Guardiola and Manchester City are not to be taken for granted. Maybe we should not write them off just yet. Even the manager is handling it so well. I told newsmen during his post-match presser the other time, saying, guys, you know what? My parents did not give me away when I was doing bad things. So yes, this is not the right time for me to give Manchester City away. I'll still be here 2 more years on my contract, and we hope that something good is going to happen between that time. Manchester United won by 4 goals in Ruben Amorim's first Premier League game at the Theatre of Dreams, the Old Trafford. Of course, bringing that stadium back to life once again. Don't forget that never happened under his predecessor, Eric Ten Hag. Big stories coming through from the Nigerian Premier League. Okay, Arsenal fans, I'm sorry, I just have to mention it. 5-2 it ended at the London Stadium against West Ham United. We'll talk more about that game, and also Julian Lopetegui, what is going wrong with West Ham as well this season. Nigerian Premier Football League, Ikorodu City, and I'm back to the summit, just 2 points behind them, and the second on the log, that is talking about Remo Stars. This team, don't forget that earlier on in the season they were rock bottom as well, but right now they are sitting third on the log. They've won They've not won yet. They've won 5 of their last 6 matches. Drew 1 game. We're talking about the Nigerian Premier Football League on the show this morning as well as taking stories across other sports this morning. Welcome. If this is the first time you're tuning in, we serve this package every weekday from 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10, giving you stories, bits and pieces, serving it to you fast with all the facts, and making it compact to our listening pleasure right here on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. IDJ Ajiboye is my name. Such an honor to be your host on the show. Starting the story this morning with other sport, and we start from handball, where in all or rest day for the female teams participating in the Adova Handball Premier League Phase 2 right here in Lagos. The males teams light up the Royal Park Arena in Yaba with mouth-watering handball games over the weekend. This day started with former champion Safety Shooter defeating Sunshine Kings of Akure 32-26 before another Abuja-based team, Correction Boys, scaled up Adamawa United to their 4th defeat of the second phase, ending the 34-28. Defending champions Niger United chasing Rima Strikers of Sokoto to second place came all out from the blast of the first whistle to blow away Benue Buffaloes 34-20 in the North Central Derby. Rima Strikers of Sokoto pulled off a surprising result against former champions Kano Pillars in another fascinating game of the day 4, scoring 31 goals to the same Mesugidas 25 goals. And then the battle of supremacy came up between Lagos Seasiders taking up Toje Marine Academy and the frenzy of the Royal Park as both teams battled down for goals, only for Toje Marine Academy to outshine Lagos Seasiders 31-19 goals to maintain their unbeaten run to 15 games this season. And with the results right now, Toje Marine Academy still maintain the top spot with Niger United moving to second with 2 goals difference, with both teams and Rima Strikers having the same number of points. The men will be resting today and the female teams will return to the National Institute of Sport Indoor Arena as Bendel Dynamos will battle Imo Grasshoppers in the first game of the day before Seaside Babes will face Delta Queens. Other matches will see defending champions and unbeaten so far this season. Safety Babes will be engaging COAS Babes. Plateau Peacocks will be facing Defender Babes, and then Rivers Queens of Port Harcourt will be battling Rima Queens of Sokoto for the last game of the day later today. And away from the Adova Handball League right now, let's go straight into other sports still this morning. I'll talk about boxing, where Anthony Joshua's promoter Eddie Earn has now confirmed that the former two-time heavyweight champion is set to make his highly anticipated return to the ring in 2025. The announcement is coming in the wake of Joshua's devastating loss to Daniel Dubois, a fight that derailed his bid to reclaim his position as a dominant force in the boxing world. Joshua, who turned 35 on October 15, is at crossroads in his illustrious career, while some speculated the defeat might signal the end of his journey in professional boxing. Earn has dismissed any talk of retirement, reaffirming that the British Nigerian remains committed to continuing his career. Speaking on the loss, Eddie Earn acknowledged the need for Joshua to regroup both mentally and physically, and after fighting 4 times in less than a year, Anthony needs to recharge. He's going to resume camp in January 2025, which will set him up perfectly for an April or May return to action. That's according to Eddie Earn. And away from that, right now, let's talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League rounding up the March Day 13 encounters. Ekorodu City were the biggest winners in the March Day 15 of the Nigerian Premier Football League 2025, trashing Aqua United 4-1, guys. Oyedokun, Solomon, Olatunji, and also Cole are getting on the score sheet. Alekwe are getting a redemption for Aqua United. Right, the Aqua United are definitely the ones digging the oil in the Nigerian Premier Football League right now. The Oga Boys dismantled their visitors 4-1 in one-sided affair to record the unbeaten in 6 games and move to 3rd on the log, 2 points behind league leaders. In another match during the weekend, Emmanuel Munike led Atland FC staging a comeback to beat Nasarawa United 3-2 at the Dan Ayam Stadium. Promise Ayahu, Suraj Dawa, and also Christian Moloku gave the Naze Millionaires the victory, while Anas Yusuf and Garba Abubakar scored for the solid Miners. Rivers United secured the crucial 1-0 home win over Kano Pillars through Okona Nekwe, who scored in the 30 minutes, while Niger Tornadoes defeated Remo Stars 2-1 right there in Mina. I'm going through the full list of matches that were played over the weekend in Nigerian Premier Football. Lobby Stars were 1-0 winners over Kwara United, Lobby Stars as well, securing and getting the much needed victory against Kwara United right there. And then Dadana Mukachi is now dedicating that win to the fans and also his head coach too. Don't forget the man they got from Finland. I was talking about Mika Lundstrom, both dedicating his side slim win over Kwara United to the fans of the club. Don't forget that their last home game against Plateau United, the fans were seen carrying up placards calling for the return of their former head coach. I was talking about Dominic Ayofa, saying boo, don't play football. Lobby Stars defeated Kwara United 1-0 on Saturday at the Lafayette City Stadium in the March Day 15 encounter of the Nigerian Premier Football League, climbing out of the relegation zone. Their breakthrough occurred in 26 minutes when Peter Honor seized upon a well-crafted pass from Ifeanyi Assurance, firing back Kwara United goalkeeper Nuruddin to secure a well-deserved advantage for Lobby Stars. In post-match interview with the press, coach Lundstrom commended the team spirit and dedicated the win to their own fans. Quickly going through the full log of the Nigerian Premier League right now, sitting rock bottom of the league is Nasarawa United. After playing 15 matches, they've got 15 points. Akwa United on same point. Bendel Insurance as well. They've also got 15 points. Don't forget that Bendel Insurance have 3 points being deducted from them due to disciplinary action. Same with Plateau United, who are 17th on the log. Also got 3 points deducted from them due to disciplinary actions. Out of the relegation zone now is Lobby Stars, who now have 16 points. And top of the log, Rivers United with 29. Remo Stars with 26. Ikorodu City, after playing the same number of games with 24 points. Rangers International, having played 14 games, are on 23 points. Academy Warriors are 5th on the log with 23 points as well. And away from the Nigerian Premier Football, let's talk about the international friendly that happened between the Super Falcons of Nigeria and the Le Blue. A high-level test match for the Super Falcons right there in preparation for the African Women African Cup of Nations WAFCON that will be happening next year. The coach of the France women's team, Laurent Bonade, has it praises on his players after their 2-1 win over Super Falcons. Don't forget that this is the first time that the Super Falcons of Nigeria will be scoring a goal against the France women's national team. Met 3 times before and has always ended in wins for the France national team against the Super Falcons of Nigeria, and also they've not been able to get a goal. So it means if you're Onumonu's goal for the Super Falcons on Saturday, a solitary goal by the way, means we've now been able to score against them for the very first time. Lissoma and also Marjorie ended the French team a 2-1 win over 9-time African champions, further applauding Super Falcons goalkeeper Chamaka Nadozie for a superb performance as well. Talking age grade football, this one, the Flying Eagles and El Kanim Warriors head coach Ali Zubair is set to undergo a 2 weeks intensive training attachment right there in Bulgaria. Don't forget that Zubair promoted El Kanim Warriors to the Nigerian Premier Football League PFL from the lower Kedah, also won the 2024 Federations Cup with the team, and the Flying Eagles head coach left us Bulgaria, where he's going to spend 2 weeks attached to the technical department of LC Montana of Bulgaria. And according to reports, he will be engaged in theory and practical trends of modern football under the guidance of well-experienced German technical director of the team, with the team head coach as well. Before we go straight to Europe, now let's go talk about Nigerian players who are applying their trade abroad, and this past weekend as well delivered thrilling football actions across Europe, with several Nigerian players making significant contributions to their respective clubs. Giving you the roundup right here. In a tightly contested Premier League clash, Alex Iwobi provided a crucial assist on as Fulham came from behind to secure a 1-0 draw away to Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday after a goalless first half. Spurs broke the deadlock in the 54th minute, but Iwobi's pinpoint pass to set up Tom Kenny for the equalizer in the 67th minute, marking Iwobi's third assist in 13 league appearances this season. Also, fellow Nigerian Calvin Bassey played the full 90 minutes, while Iwobi was substituted in the 86th minute. Joe Aribo also made a second half appearance for Southampton in a 1-0 draw with Brighton on Friday, out in a run of back-to-back defeats for the Saints. However, Paul Onacho missed the game due to injury. Still on Saturday, Olaina featured for the entire match as Nottingham Forest secured a narrow 1-0 win over Ipswich Town. His compatriot Taiwo Awoniyi remained an unused substitute. Meanwhile, Wilfred Ndidi completed the 90 minutes for Leicester in their 4-1 loss to Brentford. Talking about the Turkish Super League yesterday in Turkey, Victor Osimhen continued to showcase his playmaking ability, delivering an assist in Galatasaray's 2-0 draw with Eyüpspor. Yesterday, he set up for Galatasaray's second goal in the 47th minute, gave them a brief lead. He has now had 3 assists and 6 goals in 8 league appearances since joining on loan from Napoli earlier this season. Right there in Belgium, Tolu Arokodare, they call him T, found the net for KRC Genk in a 2-0 draw with Saint Tridin. Arokodare opened the score in the 76th minute, but stirred controversy by celebrating in front of the opposing fans. And 24-year-old continues to impress in the Pro League, with talks about him departing to Europe on the books right now in Serie A. Samuel Chukwueze made a substitute appearance for AC Milan in their commanding 3-0 win over Empoli on Saturday, while Maduka Okoye was definitely in goal for Udinese during their 2-0 home defeat to Genoa on Sunday as well. In the French Ligue 1, Moses Simon played a pivotal role for Nantes in their impressive 1-0 draw against Paris Saint-Germain. And away from the home front right now, going straight to Europe, and let's quickly start from the world of Formula 1. Where Max Verstappen, just at the back of winning the fourth consecutive championship once again, has now won the Qatar Grand Prix. Norris penalized for speeding under the yellow flags. Max Verstappen has now said he has lost all respect for George Russell after receiving a penalty at the Qatar Grand Prix. The world champion was unhappy at the role the Mercedes driver played in the incident. Verstappen was given a one-place penalty agreed for impeding Russell by driving unnecessarily slowly in the qualifying on Saturday, and he dropped his Red Bull from pole position behind the Breton on the grid. Verstappen was upset by Russell's behavior when they went to the stewards to discuss the incident. Speaking to television, Verstappen added that he always acts extremely polite in front of the cameras, but if you sit together with him personally, he's completely a different person. However, sources close to Mercedes drivers suggested there was more of a story yet to come out, and is likely to be asked about it this week, Thursday, the media day before the season closing race right there in Abu Dhabi. But we're not done with the world of Formula 1, where McLarens have called for an inquiry into the penalty Lando Norris was given for ignoring yellow flags during the Qatar Grand Prix. Team principal Andrew Stella said the decision to give Norris a 10-second stop and go penalty, the severance that can be handed out other than a disqualification, lacked any specificity and proportion. The decision dropped Norris from second place and a close fight with the leader and eventual winner Max Verstappen to an eventual 10th place, and it took McLaren from a position where they would have needed just a couple of points in the final race of the season, Abu Dhabi, next weekend to secure the Constructors' Championship, to send their lead over Ferrari cut to 21 points. There are a maximum of 44 points available in just one weekend. His remarks are led to a period of turmoil at governing body by the FIA, in which the race director changed just one race ago with 3 Grand Prix before the end of the season, and a senior steward was also fired just last week. Now the Constructors' title has been developing in the last couple of races. McLaren are 21 points ahead with 1 Grand Prix remaining. Away from that right now, let's go straight into the world of basketball. Don't forget, I'll be back here later tonight between 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. on the Sports Talk Show, 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of rage, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews, where we get to take you through all of the big stories making through. This one is just 72 in bits and in pieces, tiptoeing through all of the major stories. We call it your early morning sports tonic. In the world of basketball this morning, Donovan Mitchell scored a game-high 35 points to inspire the Cleveland Cavaliers to a 111 point victory over the Boston Celtics, and the Cavaliers, whose 15-game winning run at the start of the season was ended by Celtics, were 14 points behind at one stage in the third quarter before a strong rally. Mitchell scored 20 points, including 11 consecutive points in the fourth quarter, and with 1 minute 7 seconds left, he put the Cavaliers 103 to 101 points in front, and they held on for a signal victory. The winner has now ended the run of 2 defeats for the Eastern Conference leaders, while Celtics had their run of 7 straight wins ended. Elsewhere, LeBron James and Anthony Davis registered doubles to up the Los Angeles Lakers to a 105 to 104 win over the Utah Jazz. LeBron James scored 27 points with 14 assists, while Davis finished with 33 points and 11 rebounds as the Lakers won for only the second time in 6 games. Frenchman Victor Wembanyama had a triple-double of 34 points, 13 rebounds and 11 assists as the start for the San Antonio Spurs in their 127-125 win against the Sacramento Kings. And 3-time NBA Most Valuable Player Nikola Jokic also registered a triple-double, scoring 28 points along with 14 rebounds and 11 assists but could not stop the Denver Nuggets losing 126 to 122 points to the Los Angeles Clippers. James Harden produced 30 points, 11 assists, and 9 rebounds for the Clippers as they won for an 8th game in a row right at home. And away from other sports right now, quickly giving you a recap of all of the results of the matches that went down this weekend in the world of football. Starting with the game on Sunday where Chelsea were 3-0 winners over Aston Villa at the Stamford Bridge. Kopama shine definitely in comfortable win over Aston Villa, whose winless run extends to 8 matches right now. Nicholas Jackson opened the scoring for Chelsea with Enzo Fernandez adding to it in the 36th minute, and Kopama capping it up with the goal in the 83rd minute of the encounter. Manchester United were also 4-0 winners over Everton, and Marcus Rashford with the brace, and Joshua Zirkzee also scoring a brace. Don't forget that Zirkzee only had 1 goal under Erik ten Hag, and now under new manager Ruben Amorim, he scored 2 goals in 2 matches for the team. Tekoba Ahmad as well, who's also got a brace of an assist, same with Bruno Fernandes. And away from that, Tottenham also played out a 1-1 draw with Aston Villa. Ben Johnson and also Tom Kenny scoring in that game 1-1. It ended with Fulham also getting a red card. The goal scorer got red carded in that game. Liverpool were 2-0 winners of Manchester City. Mohamed Salah scoring and also having a hand in the first goal by Cody Gakpo. And from the English Premier League, let's go to the Spanish Liga. This morning, Villarreal played out a 2-0 draw against Girona. Real Madrid were 2-0 winners over Getafe. Jude Bellingham and also Kylian Mbappe getting on the score sheet. While Jude Bellingham also assisted the goal for Kylian Mbappe. Rayo Vallecano were lost at home 1-2 to Athletic Club, while Real Sociedad defeated Real Betis right at home. 2-0 Menzo 5 played out a 2-0 win over Hoffenheim in the German Bundesliga. EDM lost at home to Eintracht Frankfurt 4-0. It ended. Omar Mamouche, the man everyone is talking about to replace Mohamed Salah in the Egyptian national team, also scored a brace in that game. Chaibi and also Ekitike also got on the score sheet for Eintracht Frankfurt. And Italian Serie A, Udinese lost at home to Genoa 2-0. That one ended. Parma defeated Lazio 3-1. Napoli were 1-0 winners over Torino. Fiorentina, the game between them and Inter Milan was suspended over the weekend. Leeds played out a 1-0 draw against Juventus. And in French Ligue 1 over the weekend, Montpellier played out a 2-0 draw against Lille. Le Havre lost at home to Angers 1-0. Olympique Lyonnais defeated OGC Nice by 4-0. Toulouse defeated AJ Auxerre 2-0, while Olympique Marseille were 2-1 winners over Monaco. Marcin Greenwood scoring in the 89 minutes through a penalty, and Nemopi assisting Luis Enrique in the 53rd minute of that game. Zakaria assisting Golovin for his own goal for Monaco. Sports in a Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Sports in a Jiffy it is, and I'll be 17 a Jiffy. Just call it a wrap on the package for this morning. Many thanks to everyone who's been a part of the show. Don't forget I'll be back here later this evening 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. on the Sports Hub Show, where we get to go through the nitty-gritty and also dissecting all of the hot topics of the news making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sports. The Jajiboye is signing out this morning. Stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. Don't forget to go out there and be the best version of yourself. I'll see you when I see you once again. Toluwase Akin Wumi is right here to take you through the rest of your morning on the Morning Impact Show on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Don't forget, Empire Radio 102.1 FM is going to be 2. Come tomorrow, yes, December 3rd, and we're super elated. Lots of giveaways to give out to you right here on your number one urban lifestyle station. You definitely want to be a part of that. I'll go now. I'll 7 you this one. Empire Radio 2. Impact Oxstar. I will title it "I Will Roll the Remix."
Ladies and gentlemen, our Impact 102.1 FM is back with